Hello, this is going to be my video of how to find Madeline McCann. I just want to say that I am very much into neuroscience. I have a neuroscience degree, and I have studied a lot. I also have a psychology degree as well. I have worked in Egypt, and I am very familiar with the culture of Islam, and the Islam culture is based on the Quran, so therefore their culture is all based on the Quran, and wherever the Quran is the main source of guidance, the similar culture will follow. I'd say the Arabian world is probably the most racist world, and when I was working in Egypt, I'd say every single man there desired for the best, the highest value woman, and the highest value woman in that culture is a blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman. That's what they aspire to. They're very genetically racist. They truly believe there is differences in genetics. However, they don't say this. A lot of the culture from the Quran is it's pick and choose, really. If it's in the book, it goes. God will forgive all sins, but the one sin He won't forgive is not believing in Him, which is basically a free ticket to do what the fuck you want, really, and not have to suffer too much afterlife consequences. So I honestly believe that the purpose for kidnapping Maddie would have been for reproduction purposes. I mean, Muhammad had a wife who was quite young, so I think she was 9 years old. So I mean, back in 500 AD or whatever, most people didn't live to 30. Most people died by the time they were 20. So reproduction was something that happened at a young age. Madeline has probably got psychological scars, and at the moment she is now 14. She's probably been told that her parents had died in a crash or something like that, and an evil man killed them, and Madeline, you're coming with me, and this is your life. I don't think they won't treat her they will abuse her, but I don't think she'll be dead. I think the idea is to hold her in a burqa so nobody will actually ever see her. So there's one way they can get away with keeping her for reproduction purposes. I also believe that it's probably not. It's not one person. It's going to be an organisation. The most likely way that they actually got away with her is on boat. Probably David Tramadol took her on a boat, and then probably treated her not like an animal, but humanely anyway. They will try and win her trust over time, and it wouldn't surprise me even if she had another female figure in her life to protect her. To give that motherly love to her. They've probably been brainwashed to say that Western people are evil people, and they are saving her from the depths of hell. Obviously they're going to have some there's probably been brainwashed into them. They're saving her from eternal hell, possibly sold to a fairly wealthy family, possibly very wealthy family, probably had ties to drugs. The kidnapping was probably premeditated, or have had somebody watching her for a while. It would be a multiple person operation. I wouldn't be surprised if some rich guy probably paid like 100 grand for her. I've got no doubt that the kidnappers are probably not the people that have her. She could, I mean, they could have even made, it's going to be a very organised set up, a very organised, steal. These people probably severely brainwashed. So now we've got the high possibility candidate. I reckon she's been in a burqa because there was a sighting in Morocco. Now I think once there was a sighting in Morocco, they would have left that area very quickly and moved somewhere else. And I've no doubt Madeline is scared of her life from these people that are have now hold her. They probably have weapons and stuff. One of the ways to find her would be to look at. Well, the easiest way to find her would be to put out a missing person query in Morocco. Morocco has a population of 33.01 million and 33.01 million people. So she could be there. I mean, if we have a look on Google Maps, it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if the security and checks. Like I imagine it's going to be similar to when I was working in Egypt. The security and checks and it's nothing like in England at all. It is nothing like in England. It's very, very like shitty. The security checks, everything. Everyone's corrupt. Everybody will take bribes. She could be in any one of them major cities. Anyone. Once they have, I don't know if the kidnappers will actually go as far to she could be fucking anywhere, like anywhere along, like by now she could be anywhere along here. I'm going to imagine these people are probably quite wealthy. It could be in any one of these cities. No one will ever see her because most Muslim women stay inside most of the day anyway, and when they come out they're in a burqa. So if there was any reason of why she had to leave for some reason, then she wouldn't be spotted. Like she would have got kidnapped here, and then she's going to move out of Europe. There's no way in hell that she's going to stay in Europe. Not with the big cry that she's missing. So we're going to get out of Europe as fast as possible. Now it's quite far. I'm not sure how unpredictable these people think they'll be. If they're really like smart, then they'd probably have moved her out of Morocco when a girl fell on the ground with a wig on one time. She could be anywhere now. I'd say she could be anywhere in Africa. She could even have they could have even made a passport for her, and even they would forge the passport. So could have been moved to Tunisia, could be in Algeria, that's it. Anyway, once she's had babies, she'll be emotionally locked into the family, emotionally locked into the culture and setting, and that'll be effectively her new home. And that was the pretty much the plan. I play a lot of online games and very aware of how people think and how people think that they're unpredictable. I mean, best opportunity. So this has been all like the theory crafting behind it. It could be anywhere. It could be moved. Be moved to West Harwich, could be any of the majority Muslim. They could even make money out, and they'll emotionally lock her in. Emotionally lock her in with children, and then possibly sell her for sex, or I don't know though, because they might like keep her though. They're going to be massively exploiting her. They could even have links to ISIS. They could be using the money they get to fund ISIS in Syria. She could have even been flown to Syria before the fucking war started. To be honest, they could have made a passport for her and then flown her to Syria, and once she's in Syria, I'd say this is the only fucking place that, like, there is no chance at this moment in time of getting her back. If she is like a head Islamist in Syria, and if she is a head she is like, a head Islamist in Syria would have sold her for a lot of money. They'll use her to get a lot of money anyway. She probably doesn't even realise the nightmare that she's living in. At the moment she's 14, so she's probably going to give birth very soon. Made a fake passport, flown to Syria. That's probably going to be around Arabia. Tunisia is a bit touristy, but it's still a possibility. Algeria, people don't really have that much money in Algeria. They're going to be using it to get money. They're going to be exploiting her to the high heavens. So they must have had a boat in order to travel her across and move her across the sea. It's been a long time now. It's been a long time. They were trained her, kept her indoors, kept her out. Possibly sort of like an Joseph Fritzl type thing. But I guess this organisation will be very corrupt, and and the people who have her will have probably lost all ties to the people who actually kidnapped her. They would have paid like a lot of money to a lot of money for her because they know how much money they'll actually get out of her, which means the people must be quite like pretty big gangsters. Probably for the sake of probably for the war and for the war for Islam. Deluded people. So if she's anywhere but in Syria, it's possible to find her. I mean, if these people are corrupt as each other, it will be very easy to get them to grass each other up. But the only problem is, they can't like directly get her. I know the sort of mental abuse that I faced like when I was working in Egypt. I know what that's sort of like, and that was bad for me. Never mind somebody who's been kidnapped. It's probably horrible. Worst type of 50 Shades of Grey you can think of. She'll be very scared for her life every day, really. She'll do exactly what they say. But the easiest way to get these people to grass each other up is to get a sample of her hair. Now, she could have dyed her hair. She could have had brown contact lenses in. But I reckon somebody will know. If you put an ad out, contacting, the only problem is if you put an ad out, you say paying £100,000 for a cut of her hair, because they can get her hair, but they need to get to her. That'll probably be the hardest part, because the person who owns her will have her on lockdown and won't let anybody see her, probably, unless he's selling her. And people who have her are probably so the easiest thing, I think she would have moved away from here by now, from Morocco, but they might think that nobody can find them because they were that far away. Probably always selling her to the highest bidder, really. Likely all be cashing on. I don't even. She'll be somewhere rich anyway. I mean, it's possible to put an ad out saying if you know of her. If you can get a sample of her hair at all, then you'll get £100,000. But then you probably just get a ton of people trying to send you shit. That's probably going to be fake hair and it's just some desperate attempt to get the money. It could even be brown hair. I mean, yeah. So that's it, really. That's my my theories. And so the actual real action would be to get the whole thing broadcast, get it sent to all the major cities. I mean, there's not that many, really, if you think about it. The major cities, it's not that many. 1, 2, 3, 4. I doubt she'll be on the coastline. 5, 6, could be anywhere though. 7, 8. Depends where these people want to go and where they live and where their business is more than anything. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. So probably about 300 cities, would you say? About 300. Get it broadcast for a week, 2 weeks, a month, every day. Word will spread like wildfire. Absolute wildfire. Your thing is, how much money is it going to cost? She's probably going to give birth soon if she's not already given birth. She could be in Algeria. Algeria is quite poor though. Someone who's going to have it is going to have a lot of money because they needed a boat in the first place to travel from there to there. Actually, boats aren't that expensive. Tunisia is too touristy. I can't see her being there. She could be though. Algeria is too poor. It's going to be Morocco surely. It's going to be Mali. So just say like 300 cities. 300 cities there. 300 cities there. 300 cities there. 300, 300, 300, 300, 300, 1,000, 1,000, like, you're going to need a big team to analyse all the hair. Anywhere along Africa, anywhere that's got a high Muslim population. Could she be moved to Brazil? Possibly. She'll be sold to the highest bidder. They'll do the job. They'll get her. Then they'll probably sell her for more to other people. They'll sell her for more. She'll be in Yemen. They would have probably made a fake passport for her. It's very organised. Very organised kidnapping. So just need the money or the team to be able to contact every single place in Morocco, every single place there, Somalia, Nigeria. But yeah, definitely the plan to get a piece of her hair, because that way the people who are going to get her hair have nothing to lose, because they could like get shot or something. If you're never going to get her and bring her to a location, that's never going to happen. So that's my take on how to find Madeline McCann.